Oh, thank you so much for that, continuing that gifted sub. I appreciate you. You didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. For the sub 5 subs. Hey, Bushi, how you doing? Hey, Cobra, good morning, how are you? I'm pretty good. Not too bad. Just waking up and getting my butt moving. We're gonna play some Tales of Berseria today. Continue that journey of journeyness. What we're gonna do today, but I hope you guys are well. So getting close to nap time for Okuchi. I'm gonna upload to YouTube. I need to put my chat somewhere on screen. I need to find a place to get an overlay, I think. I like an overlay kinda like kinda like Muse. Ela, I think. I'm so bad at pronouncing names. For some reason my brain's not letting me think of it, but I like one like hers. Maybe a little bit less like that, but same general look.
Take a look at this. Well, well.
All right.
Get down, kitty. Get down, Kiki. It's too early for you to be fed. What are you doing? Turn to Titania? Can I just teleport to Titania? Must be some kind of like a quest coming up. How are you doing, Clover?
I'm extra good at beating up the weak ones! Is it hot or is it just me? Fire!
That's
Well,
the
that was
end for
hard.
you!
What an easy victory.
Well, I don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Let's slip through town and head for Titania before that changes.
Oh, well, okay. I guess we're...
So this is your secret hideout. Once I get free, he won't stand a chance. You all had better sleep with one eye open. Look how worried I am.
Welcome back! That's Kamoana.
She's the same age as Diana. Did the Abbey really turn someone so young into a Therian?
Eleanor!
Mandissa, please, would you be able to talk to her?
Is this a trick?
Kamoana may be a Therian, but deep down, she's still a normal little girl who misses her mother. I can't do anything to console her, no matter what I try. But if it were you...
You okay? You can call me Medissa, all right? Do I scare you, honey?
A little, but
not as much as Velvet and Dial. But don't you think I'm scary? I had a bad dream earlier. My mommy said I looked scary and that she didn't want me anymore.
She would never. Your mother would never think that about her daughter.
But how do you know?
Because I'm a mother too. Mothers always love their children, no matter what. No matter if we die. No matter how the world changes. There's nobody who loves you more in the world than...
It's okay. You don't have to cry.
Well, thank you so much for that host, Cobra. I appreciate you. I hope you're doing well.
I hope Kamawana and Medusa won't have
It
to
was a
feel
fun
so
stream
lonely
yesterday. I'm glad I got to
anymore.
catch you.
Yeah, trying to stop the waterworks gets old fast.
Listen, if it's not too personal, was your mother,
She's dead. I lost her when I was even younger than you.
oh. I'm sorry to hear that.
It's fine. It just means we've got things in common. So no feeling sad and alone, okay?
Oh no, I'm fine. I don't feel lonely or anything, I swear.
What's gotten into you?
Thank you,
You're
thank you
so
so much.
strange sometimes.
No, I'm not.
Eleanor, I'll have you watch over Kamawana and Medusa.
Yes, of course. I'd be honored. Thank you.
Are exorcists supposed to be so polite to a grand poobah of calamity or whatever?
Sure, why not? Besides, the Demon Lord ought to not trouble herself over such trivialities.
Velvet, Grimoire's calling for you. She says to bring Laphicet and meet her at the observation tower.
Got it.
We better get going then.
I'm glad. I'm really glad. Did you get affiliate yet? I know you were close. You had to be close yesterday. You had really good viewer numbers. Over top 2. So after I stay here and live with you for a while? Oh, sure. For longer than a while if you want. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Mothers are truly great beings. They stand higher than any king. This makes me miss my own late mother. Could you leave me be for a moment? I don't really want to see me cry. Aw, why am I so sad? Good thing. Yeah.
Hey, do you all have mothers?
Where'd that question come from?
Well, after hearing that Velvet, Kamawana, and Eleanor all lost their parents, I just got curious.
My mother was a strict, frightening woman, but she died a long time ago.
I see.
I have no parents either.
But the wicked witch who took me in said I was born from a peach that floated down the river.
Coming from you, I'd almost believe that.
And you, Eisen?
We Malakim are formed from untainted mana. Sometimes humans are reborn as Malakim, but they retain no memory of their previous lives. In other words, we don't have blood relations like humans do.
I see. By the time I was aware of anything around me, I was already tethered and being called number 2. I suppose having no mother means I don't have any memories before that. I told Medusa that losing a mother is painful, but I can't know how painful it is.
Go easy on him, Eisen. He's just a kid.
I'm just telling it like it is. But listen to me, Laphicet. You can share deep connections with other people, even if you don't have a biological family. Malakim, too, can form precious bonds. True friendships, even family.
That's right. Your words wouldn't have stopped Medusa if they weren't true in your heart.
You really think so?
I'm sure of it.
It's far better than being a witch born from a peach.
Nonsense! There's no nobler way to be born! I have an everlasting friendship with a dog, a monkey, a pheasant, and Bienfu.
I hope he's right.
A witch born from a peach. That was a weird movie, James and the Giant Peach. Still, where's she on? If there's anybody to talk to here, right? Oh, if he's at the North Watchtower, this is the wrong one. Of course, it can't be the close one. Yeah, I guess go all the way through this big place all the time. Yeah, I went the wrong way.
You said that Malakim can have familial ties, but what makes you and your sister siblings if you're not related by blood?
Well, a very long time ago, I was born into this world from an Earth Pulse point up on a sacred mountain. I remained in that place for a long while, and then one day, she was born from the very same Earth Pulse point. Before we knew it, we had wound up living together under the same roof.
Are two Malakim always siblings if they come from the same Earth Pulse point?
No. Other Malakim were born there, but I never felt like they were my family. But something, I don't know what, was different with her. If she was sad, I'd feel sad. And if I was happy, she'd be happy too. She can be abrasive, but when she smiles, it's like nothing else. I swore to myself that whatever happened, I would protect her. I made a pendant from a stone on that sacred mountain and gave it to her as a lucky charm. Of course, she just wears it as a necklace.
And your pendant? Did she give that to you?
She had the same idea I had. She made the pendant herself and gave it to me as a good luck charm. Without either of us having mentioned a word of it beforehand, we each gave each other pendants in the same shape on the very same day. That's when I really knew that what I had felt all along was true. We were brother and sister.
Is that her in the picture?
Yeah. It's a self-portrait she drew for me on the day I left home.
Did you draw her a picture of yourself?
No. I don't exactly have an artistic side.
Well, I'm sure that if you looked inside her pendant, you'd find a portrait of the person who matters most to her.
I hope so.
Yeah, and it would be nice if it was you.
Little kitty cat. Looking at me. Everybody's holiday. It is Friday, right? Weekend time. Don't really have any plans for the weekend. Chill and hang out. Got such a fancy mustache.
Ah, there you two are.
Hi, teacher. Have you made progress deciphering the book?
I have indeed. It turns out there was a second counting song. I've already transcribed it. Would you read it aloud for us, child?
Okay. When the 8 malevolences overflow, in the culmination of mankind's despair, Innominat will bring an end to all peoples and restore them to time immemorial. 4 Empyreans shall wield a wrathful sword and cleave the great devourer, 2 asunder to sleep beneath the earth, as scarlet moonlight illuminates the evil. The nameless Empyrean hath one heart. The nameless Empyrean hath one body.
Oh, yet more delightful material to keep us awake at night.
If I'm understanding this right, it's discussing the specific nature of Innominat? That's what I believe, yes. When the 8 malevolences overflow in the culmination of mankind's despair, Innominat will bring an end to all peoples.
So, when the world is at peak malevolence, Innominat will use that power to bring an end to all. Is that it?
He's going to wipe out all of humanity?
Is that what the Abbey is after? Is that why they've been trying to bring back Innominat?
No, Artorias is not that kind of man. His 2 primary ideals are the many over one, and the restoration of order through will and reason. He sacrificed Laufey to protect this world, not to eradicate it.
You mean that's who he is as far as you know, yeah? People change, Velvet. Perhaps the shepherd gave up hope. Maybe he lost faith in mankind. Fools prone to sin, endlessly generating malevolence.
He's not like that. If that's all true, then what point was there in Laufey's death?
Is there anything else in that book?
Yes and no. This copy itself is incomplete. There ought to be further pages, but they're missing. For now, I've done all I can.
There must be an original somewhere, right?
Without it, I doubt the Abbey would be plotting Innominat's revival. We can be sure they have complete understanding of their Empyrean's nature.
But this was the only copy in the royal villa. If the original is out there, who knows where it could be?
It's getting pretty late. Why don't we call it a day?
Yeah, let's get some rest.
Hey, Laufey! Medessa let me sleep in her bed last night. She's warm for a snake lady.
That's great.
She's gonna help me take a bath now. You should come join us too.
What? I couldn't.
It's okay. I don't mind at all.
I
Hey, Kamawana. Did you know? Dial started to grow a brand new tail. Wow, really? I want to see? He's up at the observation tower. Let's go see! Medessa, you too!
All right. But don't run, or you'll trip.
Thanks, Eleanor. I appreciate it.
Having some girl trouble, my little Moloch?
I'm just glad Kamawana and Medissa are starting to feel better.
Yeah, they both still have a long way to go, but it's such a relief to see them smiling.
We've got bigger things to worry about. Hurry up and locate the next Earth Pulse point.
Right. Okay.
Must you always be so blunt, Velvet?
I must, in fact. We're up against the Abbey here, and sooner or later they'll find this place.
That's true, but still.
Do we go find another hideout?
No, we'll keep on the offensive. We'll capture the remaining Therians before the Abbey finds us.
As a swordsman, I can respect that mindset.
I'm not so sure we could hold this place anyway.
And we've got no obligation to.
I found another Earth Pulse point. It's in the eastern part of Eastgand, I think.
But that's... All right. We're headed for Eastgand.
Then our first stop should be Port Taliesin.
Grimoire always looks like she never wants to do any work, but despite all her grumbling, when she starts a job, she gets it done. And quickly, too. She's frank, but she still takes care not to say anything to hurt anyone's feelings. I have to say, I like that in a woman. It's charming.
Well, sorry if I'm inconsiderate and charmless then.
I didn't mean it like that. You're all still so young and have led different lives. Can't fault you for being you.
Well, if you're saying we lack a certain air of maturity, I might not disagree.
That's for sure. It's true Lord Artorius has scolded my lack of composure at times.
Although I do get the impression that Grimoire has been dependable like that since she was young.
And it's a good impression at that. Old Grim's been that way since the day she was born. I hate to admit it, but her combination of insightful words and deadpan expression has charmed the hearts of many a Moloch. At her peak, she had a fan club 8,848 members strong, and her dinner shows would sell out the day the tickets went on sale. Molochim came by the droves to doze off listening to her live readings of ancient books.
Wow! I had no idea she was so popular.
Yeah, she's even a regular feature in Who's Who Among Norman.
Now that I think about it, I could see how a person could interpret her lethargy as patience and her vague dispassion as maturity and poise. Compared to her, I'm just...
Were you just trying to imitate her?
No, I didn't mean to.
Whether you meant to or not, that kind of felt like her just now. I can see it in you, waiting to be awakened. That sophisticated charm.
Me? Sophisticated and charming? I don't know.
Try talking like her. You know how she lets her sentences trail off. This is your make-or-break moment here.
All right. I think I know what you mean. Here goes nothing. Oh... What do you think, Laphicet? Do I sound like her?
It feels a little off, but you're definitely doing it, I think. Aw, you don't have to grow up, Madam Eleanor. You're cute just the way you are.
You stay out of this, Bienfu!
Poor Bienfu was just trying to be nice.
When mankind's despair reaches its pinnacle, Enominat shall reach out and bring an end to all.
So that song bothers you too?
No matter how many times I read it, I don't see any good in it.
Understanding that ancient tongue is difficult, right? Perhaps there's another interpretation? Maybe the end to all actually means an end to all human suffering, for example.
That is a possibility. But we're far too lacking in material to know anything for sure.
We need the other half of that book, or some other text on Enominat.
We don't have the time to search for it. Wouldn't even know where to start looking.
And don't
forget that that book is just a copy. Whoever transcribed it might have made an error, too.
That's an unexpectedly sharp insight coming from you.
I'm an expert at errors. When Miss Magilu made me copy magic tomes for her, I did it pretty half-heartedly.
Didn't that cause a lot of problems?
Well, when she tried to cast a spell from one of the tomes, the spell exploded in her face. It's really her own fault, though. She told me to copy 100 books in 3 days! That's impossible!
Oh, how cruel!
Cruel is right! That witch is a real devil, I tell you! A slave driver!
Bienfu, let's go somewhere a little more private, shall we?
Miss Magilu!
Hush now. There's no need to worry. I'll make it a half-hearted punishment. Not that I really care, but who ended up winning the fishing competition when we were trying to catch a Therian?
Man, that was a while ago. I lost because I came away with nothing.
No, it was a draw. As I'm sure everyone remembers, all I fished up were octopus demons. We were
That's better
competing
than
over
nothing.
who would catch the Therian. Demons didn't count, so my score was 0-2.
No, the loss is mine, and I'm not giving it to you.
That's not just something you can up and decide like that. In fact, by fishing up those octopus demons, I put everyone in danger. That should count for negative points. I lost.
Who cares? It was all in fun.
I care. Every competition must have a winner and a loser, no matter what. That's just how I see it.
Yeah, I'm with Eisen on this one. It doesn't do anyone any good to make the final results murky.
I can't believe I'm going to do this. Eisen, your curse would mean that the odds were stacked against you from the start. That doesn't make for a fair competition, does it?
Yeah, she's got a good point. We'll just have to settle the score some other way.
What can you guys do? Play cards? Chess? What?
Cards are a no-go for me. I'll just end up drawing jokers.
And I can play shogi, but I don't know chess.
Then what about arm wrestling? Would that work?
Whoa, whoa! Having a demon and a Moloch clasp hands is just asking for trouble with malevolence.
You're both adults, so why not a drinking contest?
That's it. If we have a drinking contest, we'll be able to compete on an even playing field.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
I don't see anything wrong with that. I'll have the crew bring out the drinks.
Well, that's one way of resolving it, I suppose.
Whatever gets it done. I'm not gonna complain.
If you guys are gonna have a drinking contest, you're gonna need some tasty snacks to go with all that alcohol, right?
Definitely. Let's go out and fish us some snacks.
Yeah, let's take out the little boat. We can even pick up where we left off our fishing competition.
Didn't we just figure out he can't really fish?
We were just about to finally resolve this mess. Why'd you have to go and stick your nose into it?
What? Why are you yelling at me? I didn't do anything wrong! Bien!
Hey, get this! I was out fishing the other day, when before I knew it, I'd wound up near a Class 4 island. Once I realized what was happening, I tried to turn the ship around, but then it got dark all around me.
Was it a sudden storm?
I wish! It was this great monstrous bird! Damn thing had wings big enough to cover up the whole blasted sky!
That sounds like a bit of a stretch to me.
You think I'm lying? Then check it out for yourself. You just might not make it back alive.
A huge bird.
Weird that years Class 4 Island are not even like what they say they are. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird. Just went all the way down there and get some Tales of Berseria. So, what do you classing as threes and styles? And the super character? Just mess out with it. Very inappropriate thing to ask. Wish no one asked you basic matters. Sorry, I had no idea. Just a serpent. Oh,
Hey, do you think Dial sheds his skin like other reptiles?
I don't know. On the outside, he looks like an Emir monitor lizard. But he used to be a human and is a demon now, so I kind of doubt it.
Ow!
Gross.
My ears are burning red hot right now. Were you guys talking about me?
Yeah, we were. So, Dial, do you ever shed your skin? I'm really curious. Tell me.
That's a little rude to just ask someone, don't you think?
You do, don't you? I mean, you are a lizard.
No, I don't.
Aww. I think you'd be way cooler if you did.
Well, he's regrown his tail before.
Oh yeah, that's right! Lizards can regrow their tails. That must mean you really do shed, right?
No, those are two totally different things. Although, I did get a bad enough sunburn yesterday that my skin started to peel. Maybe that counts.
Our scout.
I knew this would be big. What a treasure!
But the rest is remain unknown.
Scout ship to.
I've never seen a stone like that.
This is very rare. It's Claire's crystal, which is rare. But this by this track is lucky for it. Oh, I was trying to make a pun, I swear. Well, I thought it was funny anyway. Was it? Hey, I guess there's no turning off the shock. What am I? That's the funniest part. It wasn't supposed to be a joke. Is that it? Back to the ship. Ship. I hope I made sure to check if everybody had their... Because none of this we can really get everything in. No, scratch us into the wall. Right into the wall. We did. Kitty. What are you doing?
This island's really something. No way I'd want to go to prison here, but it'd make a great hideout. If I'm gonna be left in charge of this place, I'll turn it into the best hideout ever.
You're in charge?
Someone has to look after this place while you're all running around, maintaining the ships in the base, watching the Prince and Medusa, keeping Kamoana company. I'll keep this place running ship-shape, so that you all can focus on looking for the Therians.
But those are just odd jobs anyone could do. You're a navigator. Isn't that a waste of your talents?
You dolt! These are important tasks! Someone's gotta do it! We've got another navigator, but is there anyone besides me that could handle all of this by themselves? Besides, ever since I lost my tail, my balance has been off. The seasickness is killing me!
That's your story and you're sticking to it? Tell the truth. You don't want to come because you're afraid you'll be hurt again.
No, that's not it at all.
Where's that? be right back, guys. 1 second. I'm gonna go feed the cat. He wants food and he's acting up until I want to do it. He's so impatient.
I'm extra good at beating up the weak ones. Next, slow down, no escape. Finish, lucky raven, clear off. Here it comes. Take that. Infernal torrent. Sword dragon. Serpent blade. Clear off. Finish, lucky raven. Fire mine. Take that. Holy serpent. Battle server. Serpent blade. Infernal torrent. Sword dragon. Serpent blade. Finish, lucky raven. Gaze at that. Infernal torrent. Sword dragon. All right. Infernal torrent. Sword dragon. Serpent blade. Lucky raven. Take that. Devour. Infernal torrent. Sword dragon. Serpent blade. Finish. Lucky raven. Take that. Devour. Infernal torrent. Here and now. Sword dragon. Serpent blade. Finish. Lucky raven. Is that all you got? I'm the split. Black bear. No escape. Shake the button. Holy fire. Great thing. Black fire. No escape. Holy fire. Heaven breath. Next. Got you. Finish. Lucky raven. Take that. Lightning. Rain down. Shock throw. Moonlight cyclone. No mercy. Wounds that won't heal. Carving the flesh. Lethal pay. Next. Crimson servant. Got you. Twin whip. Take that. Deliver. Vanishing thunder. Now finish. Lucky raven.
Well, thank you so much for that host, Rowdy. How you doing? You hosting me again? I feel so special. Or rating me again, I guess. I still need to set up my shout command. I forgot to do that yesterday. That was like one of the few things I had on my list to get done yesterday, and I didn't do it. But how you doing? How was your stream? What was your thoughts on the ending of Xenoblade? How you doing today, Rat? That was our favorite rat. Such a cute emote too. Taking down. I'm kind of glad I don't play on PC some days. Especially like when stream sound comes around. Makes it a little bit easier not to blow money if you can't really play the game. We enjoyed the ending. It was nice. I'm looking forward to starting the DLC. Oh, there's DLC. I didn't know that. What kind of DLC is there? I think there's a lot of like good deals on there. Any games that got your eye, Rick? The remake takes place after the main part is called Future Connected. Oh, that's kind of cool though. That's kind of cool. Giving like a little bit extra backstory after the ending. It makes it Harry Potter, then it's the worst thing ever. Oh, that's good. A lot of DLC is still way too short for the amount of money they want you to pay. But if it comes with the game, even better.
That was a considerably powerful enemy.
Ooh, a bunch of new things. Nice. My first time playing success rate arts. Bamboo stick. Well, that's disappointing. I'll get to play that eventually, I hope. Eventually. Of course, he's the one that gets like multiple things, but can't use either one of them. I need to get a Switch one of these days. I don't even know if it's really worth owning a Switch for me. I have so many PlayStation games I need to play that thought of like adding more games seems kind of daunting to me. Ooh, a new place. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Maybe I'll check out Steam if there's nothing I want to buy.
It's sour. So you've kept your sense of taste. In my dreams I have. Nowhere else. Does that make this a dream? It would have to be, wouldn't it? After all. I devoured you. That's right. Don't you go forgetting it. How could I ever forget it? The taste of your...
Of her booty. Her booty.
How could I ever?
Yeah, my backlog's already pretty big. I think I got about 30
Looks
to
like the fog's rolling
50
in.
games that I want to play that I have available to me
There's
right now.
something I want to be sure we get perfectly clear.
That's probably on the low
alright.
end.
What is it?
Laphicet is not your little Moloch.
What? That's all you wanted to say? You realize he doesn't belong to you either, right?
Indeed I do. Laphicet's his own person, and not anyone else's.
You're right. Malakim aren't just tools to be used by exorcists as they pleased. I'll be more careful not to forget that.
Good, as long as we're on the same page.
Since we're on the subject of reminders, you haven't forgotten our little bet, have you, Velvet?
You mean the 100 gold on whether I'd break? No, I haven't forgotten.
A word of caution. People can fight against pain, but they can't fight against happiness. If you're keen on winning our bet, I'd steer clear of ill-fitting dreams.
Sorry to break it to you, but all I have anymore are nightmares.
I haven't played on a Nintendo console in a long time, since the N64 days. At least you could, well, I mean, I guess, other than,
The fog's
handholds.
cleared. Good thing we didn't wind up getting lost in it.
Of course we didn't. Who do you think is running this ship?
A bunch
Other
of
than handholds, I haven't
shameless
had
rogues
an
who are
actual
very
console
good at
on
shameless roguery.
Nintendo since
Damn
N64.
straight.
But it's strange. These waters don't usually see much fog.
Sony was always kind of the RPG haven. Not that Nintendo's got bad games, but I feel like Sony's always had kind of better RPGs. At least in the grand scheme of how many you can get. So many cats around here, some people have started calling us the Whiskerson. Battles between the resident felines and fishmongers are quite the spectacle. I like those games.
You can never have enough supplies. Stop inside.
Gives a lot of acting to thank your crew. Seem like it's like a mild threat. People that we don't know. Yeah. There's a lot of JRPGs on here on PS4. I was actually surprised when I said there wasn't that many. I mean, I guess it depends too. Like, PS1 had a decent amount. The PS2 had the most RPGs. JRPGs, and then PS3 had a little bit less, and then the PS4s had a little bit less, but than that,
This used to be the base
I
of
expect quite a bit
operations for
less.
a rich trading family. When trouble came knocking, they were ready for it, to say the least.
Wow. They must have had a lot of enemies.
But that was a long time ago. Nowadays, it's just another town in the middle of nowhere. But even so, to us, it was the big city of our dreams.
You know this area well.
I grew up near here. Keep on going, and you'll run into a ball. My home village.
Then, the Therian is...
Yeah, somewhere in my village.
Is that okay?
No one will know me there. Everyone I knew, I already devoured.
Aw. I'm trying to decide what game we want to play next. I do have Final Fantasy VII on board, the remake. I'm pretty excited to play it, but I might put it off a little while and play something like Ratchet and Clank into the Nexus. Which is a little bit shorter, and might be a nice palate cleanser before we start another big RPG. But we'll see, I guess. We'll see how I just feel when I get a little bit closer. Someone wants to download the adventure for making a lot of investments. They got the specific force in case the enemies keep knocking, right? Oh, you already knew that, I guess. more famous than I thought. The Eastern Village saved the land. Blah, blah, blah.
I just love the feel of the sun on my face. I'm glad the fog finally cleared up. For days it was so thick, you couldn't see past your own nose.
We're lucky a demon didn't show up in all that fog.
Eastcan hasn't had much demon trouble to speak of. Didn't you know that? During the Advent, towns all across Eastcan were attacked by demons. It was Lord Artorias who saved us. Ever since, our towns have seen almost no demon attacks.
Is that true?
Oh, pardon me, Lady Exorcist. But if you're with the Abbey, surely you've heard about how things are here in Eastgand. Of course, demons are lurking about outside our towns. But for whatever reason, they don't attack us where we live.
That sounds unbelievable.
Everyone who visits us from abroad says the same thing. But this is neither joke nor lie. Everyone says that Lord Artorias' power lingers here, protecting our town against the demons. Whatever the reason, you're safe here. Relax and please enjoy yourselves.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Why do demons avoid these towns?
They seem to avoid almost all towns, though. It seems like they never really attack. It's kind of weird. Topaz doll, quartz doll, topaz blade, ribbon. We'll just buy all this stuff. We don't really need that, but we'll buy one anyways. Jeez, we just spent a lot of money. A lot of money. It's fine, right? This game kind of resets stores a lot, so it's better to just buy stuff while you can, you know? One game I've been really wanting to play again for some reason is like Mario RPG. I need to find a good emulator, I guess. I do own it, I think, somewhere. Not sure where, but out there somewhere. I wonder if it's better for her to put this on just because... I think a lot of these boots the guys can... Wow, this is the first time in a long time that we actually have a bunch of empty stuff. We actually have like so much empty spots right now. I think I said that's the most we've ever had in a long time. It's kind of nice to be able to actually have stuff that we can master. Because before it always seems like we never can master anything. Or at least about half of what we can master. I should probably go through the hassle of dismantling weapons, I know. So much junk. This is one of my things in this game that just takes too long. It feels like every time I make it to a shop, I have to spend like 10 to 15 minutes just doing this stuff of dismantling stuff and selling stuff. And a lot of stuff I don't even know half the time. Like, I can't remember well enough to know what I should like dismantle and what I should sell. I wish there was an easier way to do this stuff, I guess, is all. It certainly takes a while. Oh man. I wish their system was a little bit better. I think I'd honestly be fine with like a break all. Just break it all down and then sell what's the extra. Would be really nice. Be really, really nice. Yay, we finally caught up. Very excitingness of... I wish you could just buy material. I kind of wish the breakdown thing wasn't in this game, honestly. I really don't like the system.
All right.
There's just too much stuff in this game, I think is the problem. Like, you get items too fast. Like, I'm just constantly always full of items, and it's like spending like 10 to 15 minutes, if not longer, just like going through and breaking down what I want to break down, and then selling what's left. It's very, very tedious. I don't know what they were thinking with that system. Like, it's alright. I said it's just that there's less items. Which I think the problem is I'm playing on hard mode, so the drops are better on hard mode, which is just making the game a mess. Makes it a mess. No, we got a lot of requests that we haven't done. Been doing this for 20 years, reckon you can wipe the smile off my face? Ah, no thanks. Mug match is the worst. I wish I had somebody that I knew close by that could just play mug match for me. I don't know, I think mug match is literally gonna make it where we don't actually... Makes it a little bit easier, I guess, not to worry about side stuff. Because there's just, this mug match is just not fun. Not fun! Like, I don't know who thought, hey, let's play a matching game, but basically make it really, really annoying. Really annoying.
You're travelers, right? How are other towns doing? Is the demon blight as bad as they say?
Demons are attacking cities all the world over, and the demon blight is spreading like wildfire! It's nuts!
That's terrible. Living in this town, I almost forgot about the demons. There hasn't been a case of demon blight here since the Advent. Nothing much has changed over the past 3 years.
Yeah. This town's the same as it's always been.
You've been here before?
Many times.
Really now? Wait, there is something that changed. The prickle boar meat.
The prickle boar meat?
Yup, it's gotten much easier to get your hands on high-quality, tasty meat. The hunters are probably able to do so well because they don't have to worry about demon attacks. Well, I hope you enjoy your return to Taliesin. Have fun!
A town without demons.
Could be there's a Therian at the Earth Pulse Point in Eastgan that's devouring the malevolence. What do you think?
That would certainly explain things.
It's kind of silly to hunt boars with like spears and stuff, or swords. I think it would like ruin the meat. That'll be 1,000 gold. That's... That's a good one. $30 off by a quarter inch. Please hold on just a little while longer. Quarter inch? I mean, I guess at least you know the broom's clean because she's literally that anal about it.
Good day. How are you liking Taliesin? I bet you're surprised not to see any exorcists.
Yeah, I've never been to a town like this.
The exorcists stationed in Eastgand often leave to help deal with problems in other parts of the world. Then again, few are stationed here to begin with.
Are they on another of those expeditions now?
That's right. They're currently in Northgand, helping put down a group of dangerous demons. Even though they're gone, we still have regular exorcist patrols stop by. We feel safe enough with them. Maybe they should just move the capital to Eastgand. Of course, I know there's no way that would happen.
It might happen, you don't know. This is between you, but the demons were all gone. Being able to move it isn't normal. Oh, remember, you can hear that from me, alright? No, Blue. Place called Lake, that largely like the name of the ancient capital of the Holy Kingdom of Empire. It's a center of simulation with a raised iron of dragons, and the tower was aground in a single night. On a peaceful day in the city, thanks to the shepherd and the great Imperium. Thanks to care for each day. You have my gratitude. Soldier. All the gratitude. Oh, yes.
Ah, damn. I forgot today was the day Nico was coming. I missed out on buying that special quiche.
That's too bad. I wish she'd just open up a shop here. You'd think it would be easier than always having to make the long trek from a ball.
I heard she doesn't want to leave the village because she's waiting for her missing friend to return.
What are you talking about? A ball's nothing but a ruin.
What? Well, you're a morbid young woman. Sure, the place was hit pretty bad by a demon a few years ago, but it's not like it's abandoned.
Many of the villagers were hurt, but thanks to Lord Artorius, nearly all of them survived in the end.
Can't be.
It certainly is. In fact, there's a girl from there, Nico, who comes here once a week to sell things.
Just yesterday, my husband sent medicine to the general store there and got some juicy prickleboar meat in return.
That can't be right. With my own hand,
Velvet?
Velvet said a ball was wiped off the map, but it sounds like someone's been coming from there with things to sell. Do you think a new group of settlers moved in?
Apparently that merchant Nico is someone Velvet knows.
She said something about Artorius having saved the village. Do you think it had something to do with the Earth Pulse point?
I can't say. We've heard too many conflicting things.
This feels wrong to me. Really, really wrong.
We won't find the truth by wandering blindly in the dark. The path forward is our only way.
Right. It's not like we can turn back.
But Miss Mogulu, what if there's darkness ahead too?
Then we'll take a nice nap together. Forever, probably.
Oh.
Sounds good to me. A forever nap.
What's going on?
Sounds like
That's
shenanigans.
what I'd like to know.
I'm serious about my shenanigans, right? I'm very serious about the shenanigans. Such a fun word to say. How you doing today, Drake? That's the lovely Drake. Every time I hear the name Drake, I think of Drake and Josh. Drake and Josh. I don't know where we're supposed to go here. This town is tough to grow up in. All the nooks and back alleys make games like hide and seek and tag ridiculously hard. That sounds fun though. Playing hide and seek here.
That festival over in a ball sure was fun, wasn't it? It sure was. What a cheerful and happy place. And the food was amazing.
You got any ideas what your new name wants to be?
I loved the prickleboar meatballs. Nico's quiche was so good. It was a master quiche. This Nico must be a great cook. I'd love to try this master quiche. Where did you learn a joke like that? Anyway, Taliesin's Fisherman Festival is coming up soon. We've got to show the folks from a ball a good time. Yeah, I'm gonna help my uncle catch lots of tasty fish for the festival. What do you think you'll catch? Pickled mackerel, tuna rolls, oh, and duck stew. Those are all the names of dishes, silly. And a duck isn't a fish, it's a bird. I swear, you don't think of anything but food.
Nico's quiche.
Yeah, I think either way you're kind of stuck with Drake, with how long you've been around. There'd be a few people that would probably, like, quit calling you by that name, but I feel like most people would still call you by Drake even if you changed it. Voice of effort to try and change it, yeah. I never understood, I don't know, I mean I guess if your name's just pure, you don't like your name at all, but a lot of times it's just kind of who you are now at this point, and it's, I mean at least it's kind of original, you know, it's not bad. what's his name? Come here, Julius Cantanius III. It's a long story. Well, if you want to tell it, I'm kind of curious. I can go for some fish. Fish sounds pretty good. Man, I had a place near me that had some really good fish tacos. And then they rebranded themselves, and when they rebranded themselves, they got rid of the fish tacos. I was so sad. Like, it was the only place around here that I could get that. I was like, I have to drive pretty far to find them. It made me see it. With higher status, they always hit the same order of circuits, so my cat's having it easy. It's funny, when I was thinking of my name here, I thought, and like, I thought for ages, and I talked to Perch, my mod, which I've known her a while, about names and trying to figure out stuff, and we tried so many different things, and then just like curse boots popped in my head, and I'm like, you know, I like it, it's cute. It's fun, it's unique, there's no one else around that has a name like that. So it's kinda stuck with it. So nothing like super exciting about my name. Just popped into my head and I liked it, so here we go. What the heck? Why did it freeze there? Yeah. 4,350 tall.
Ask me what this town's known for. Answer, stairs.
Yeah, I've never seen this many stairs before in my life. You're close to the sea and the weather is beautiful and everything, but doesn't all this climbing make life here hard?
Not at all. I walked the stairs here since I was a child. A little climb like this is nothing. Everyone raised here has a strong set of legs and a sturdy back. You couldn't turn a profit selling back medicine here. No way, no how.
It's kinda cool though. It's lumberjack legs by everybody. This fish gonna make you healthy enough to cry? I look like I dropped an apple all the way down these stairs. I'm thinking I don't want an apple anymore. We don't want it that badly. I think we got most everything. There was a ladder over here that we didn't search. Still trying to decide what game to play next. I think we will probably just play Ratchet and Clank into the next. This is an older one. But I think it's like one of the few I haven't played. Army fluid. Mark bottle. Well, I'm kinda glad that we didn't come up here. Last time we had to backtrack. Oh, backtracking's fine. I chose the first thing I saw. You don't like it now? Or to drink. Yeah, I like character cards. only one. There's nothing I can do here. Blow up. There's no. Yeah, that was bad luck. But I had to choose a name. Yeah. I said curse boops is really new. Like I thought about it like right before I made this account, so. Wow, this guy's getting really bad luck with cards all of a sudden. This is like the worst luck I think I've seen with some of these people. And then they do that, so it's even better. Platform? What platform did you start on, Drake? Do you have a... I don't know how old you are, so a lot of guessing that's coming. I don't remember. No, your name? Why is that? I just meant like, you know, your first console that you remember, I guess. 30 points. Come on. Victory. The first, yeah, game console. Yeah. I'm just kind of curious, which I guess a lot of people never actually played on console. I've had people that have always been on PC since they were young. It's kind of crazy. PS1? Yeah, I think that was my first too. I even had I had like the original PS1. I also got the one with the screen at one point. One with the screen at one point. My old man's PC, yeah. We always had that kind of stuff growing up. Of consoles and... This guy's got really lucky this time again. Probably doesn't know where to win this one, too. he did just let us get a chance to, I guess, but I don't think we are even close to having anything. He doesn't like run around without being able to play a card. It's so annoying. I didn't even see that card. I should put it over there. All these cards I'm kind of stuck with. I decided on getting a PS1 for Sony's Bandicoot and Dragon. PS1 days are so good for like a lot of different games. Kinda crazy. It's kinda sad too, though so many series kinda died on PlayStation 1 right now. Stuff like Legend of Dragoon, I always think about too. It's such a good game that never got any sequels. Even Legend of Gaia got a sequel, which I guess a lot of people never even played it. Never played it. So happy doing, but yeah, it's cool. I'd say it's kind of sad that we never got another one. I really liked it. Wow, he just went after once too? Oh, he didn't. That's surprising. Oh, why? He literally just gave us that win for no reason. That was really weird. I didn't get as far as the start of this war. Oh, why'd you... Pop the door. Why did you never repeat it? Don't know. I remember like Final Fantasy VIII. I think Final Fantasy VIII was like one of the first games I bought at least in the Final Fantasy. I never ended up beating it because my disc got scratched. It took me forever to get back around to playing it. This got scratched in it. I think it was like the third disc too. Got scratched and I tried forever trying to get that disc to work. I tried all kinds of like things to get that scratch out. Never could. I get that computer off this.
We'll just have to go there and see for ourselves. Which way is your village?
It's far to the east, through the Morgan.
I wonder what Velvet's hometown is like.
A ball? I've heard about it
This
from
another
other
game
sailors.
that stopped working.
Well, that was a
yeah.
long time ago.
I get that.
They said it's a fairly plain place, and it's home to rustic, hospitable folk.
That sounds like any country village to me.
I wonder if Velvet used to be rustic and hospitable.
Oh, you mean to say she's devious and rude now?
Not at all.
It's okay, you can admit it. It's pretty much the truth.
Well, I imagined she was a plain, hardworking girl.
You really believe that?
Call it a guess, really.
I bet she was a cheerful, loving sister.
Maybe so.
And now she's the Lord of Calamity. If she sees her former friends, maybe she'll remember some of what she's lost.
But what has she lost?
Woo! It's a biggie!
Take that! The power! Let's go! Cross over! You won't get away! Here! Keep coming! Get out! You won't get away!
Come on, put up some fight, okay?
Take a look at this.
A new recipe! I've gotta try it.
Scout ship setting sail.
I don't think we have a chance! You won't get away! You won't get away!
Kaleido thread!
You
won't get away!
got it!
won't get away! Slow Inferno!
We're finished here. Let's go.
We will need to be extremely wary.
Infernal Torrent! Sword Dragon! You won't get away! Practice strike! Take that! Take the habit! Infernal Torrent! Flying Dragon! Super Slow Inferno! Surrogate! Infernal Torrent! Soaring Dragon! Take that! Devour! Infernal Torrent!
Its guardian was angry at it.
Are we ready for this?
Guardian Light! Take that! Practice strike! Infernal Torrent! Soaring Dragon! Separate Blade! Finish! Black Dragon! Out of my way! Take that! Devour! Infernal Torrent! Soaring Dragon! Make a Sonic Strike! Finish! Laughing Raven! Got you! Twin Whip! Take that! Devour! Twin Whip! Moonlight Cyclone! Got you! Twin Whip! Moonlight Cyclone! Battle Heaven's Wrath!
Well, that about does.
We will need to be extremely wary.
Ready to be on board! You won't get away! Slow Inferno! Aqua Split! Devour! Infernal Torrent! You won't get away! Slow Inferno!
Did I get it?
Infernal Torrent! Flame Beat! Infernal Torrent! No mercy! Wounds that won't heal! Hard to deflect! Lethal Bang!
Did you think you could escape me?
We will need to be extremely wary.
Infernal Torrent! You won't get away! Slow Inferno! Is that all you got? Take that! Devour! Infernal Torrent! Bring it in! Weapon Raven! Out of my way! Infernal Torrent! Upgrade! Take that! Devour! Infernal Torrent! Soaring Dragon! Severus Blade! That all you won't get away! Slow Inferno! Take that! Devour! Infernal Torrent! Soaring Dragon!
I'll cut down anyone in my way!
We will need to be extremely wary.
Blast away the shadows of darkness!
I put my mic muted. How long? Like, way too long.
Come on, really?
I don't know what was said and what wasn't. Let's repeat myself a little bit. So all I really said is that I think I remember what you're talking about in I don't know.
Are we ready for this?
You're not believing, I think, the painting. And I need to. I'm gonna play like more when I play the other ones. Get these guys off me. There's more ones I never got a chance to try. I feel like they remake some of the old ones. It's kinda like I tried to play like the old first Fallout and it just wasn't that good. Not that it was bad, I guess, but it's so different from the other ones, it kinda made it hard for me to enjoy it.
Stop fooling around.
But I'm serious about my fooling around. How do I get up here? Oh, I see. I see. So bad about my meeting thing. I think the problem is, I don't know, one of these days if I ever got my computer upgraded, it'd make everything a lot easier.
Woo! It's a biggie! Gaze upon my fiery spear! Cleansing lance! You won't get away! Gaze upon my fiery spear! Hit the sky! Infernal torch!
Come on, really?
Outward guard? I don't know, Philip. I don't know. I kind of don't like where a lot of these game companies are going with a lot of this stuff. We've waited so long for some of this stuff to come out.
Are we ready for this?
I mean, as long as we don't end up with another like Fallout 76, I think I'll be kind of fine with whatever they decide.
Now, rise, arise, ascending angel! Infernal torch! Burning moon! Infernal torch!
This fight is over.
But I said a lot of these games I never got a chance to play, so a lot of them I don't think I want to play. A lot of them have not aged well. I feel like they'd be kind of fine if I played on PC or something and got used to the style, but...
I don't think we have a chance! You won't get away!
we ready for this?
Infernal power strike! Make it cutting back! You won't get away! Slow inferno! Ha! Take that! Power serpent! Make it strike! You won't get away! Slow strike! Take that! Devour! Make it strike! Finish! Strike! Out of my way! Take that! Devour! Beatable! Take that! Here! Power serpent! Sword smash! Shake the heavenly away! No mercy! Wounds that won't heal! Caution to flesh! Lethal leg! Crimson servant! Flame beast!
No, I can't. Die here. Disgraceful.
Take that! Devour! Here it comes! Infernal torrent! Sword dragon! Cerberus wave! You won't get away! Take that! Devour! Make it like that! You won't get away! Blizzard!
No. I can't die here.
I can heal the wounds, but I can't heal the pain! Take that! Devour! Hell absorber! Water mine! Take that!
Hello, Chris. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. How are you, Chris? What's up? What's up? How are you?
Better watch your step! You won't get away! This works! You won't get away! Is it hard or is it just me? Crossfire!
No, I can't. Die here.
Too close! Link for Vitae! Infernal torrent! Flame fire! Fairy circle! You won't get away! Water mine! Fire mine! Dark fang! Here it comes! Blast away the shadows of darkness! Devour! That's healing you! You won't get away!
The main. I'm getting killed by these side guys, not the main guy. I hope you're doing well, Chris. Everybody's doing well today.
Die here.
Velvet! How very unlike me. Illuminate us! What? Light! Illuminate us! Blade, pierce through!
I don't
Light of light!
So annoying. This guy's way just too overpowered for where we're at right now.
When it comes to pain, receive! Infernal torrent! You won't get away! Take that! You won't get away! Pierce through! Maelstrom! Clear light!
Thanks.
close.
I can't die here. I don't believe this. Disgraceful.
Jeez.
You're not hurt, are you?
No, I'm fine.
That was such a bad grade. But we won, that's all that matters. Increases drop rates for rare equipment on evil mode or higher. I don't play evil mode. Way too much for me, evil mode. Struggling on hard mode, I could imagine evil.
Say, do you know why Velvet was sent to that prison island in the first place?
It had to be to funnel the other prisoners' malevolence to Enominat, right?
There's an Earth Pulse point near a ball, right? Wouldn't it have been easier just to leave her there?
Lack of food, probably. I heard she devoured the entire village.
Could that rumor really be true?
Who can say? Let's ask Eisen's coin.
You know it doesn't work like that.
All right, let's think. Why else would Artorius move Velvet to the island? If she was the first Therian he captured...
He needed a guinea pig to test out what was written in the ancient book.
Precisely. He made a special cage for her in the island prison, where Earth Pulse Point and Malevolence met. Then he used Velvet to test how Therians work.
Huh. I could see him doing that.
But turning his own family into an experiment.
I'm just offering a theory. But a man willing to sacrifice his brother's life wouldn't likely show mercy to his sister either.
How could he be capable of such things?
Perhaps that's just how badly he wants to save this world. Or perhaps there's no other way it could be saved.
Huh?
We will need to be extremely wary.
I'm dying.
Die here. Disgraceful.
How could I be so weak?
Infernal Torch! Finish!
No, I can't die here.
I don't know.
Dark despair, kindle a beacon of hope!
Wow, this takes way too long to reload. Way too long.
beacon of hope!
This'll do.
Woo! It's a biggie!
Wounds that won't heal. Carve into flesh. When it's hurt the haters here, give them a seat. Spirit circle. Finish. Independent speed. Aerobatic wing. Internal torrent. Sword and dragon. Kaleidoscope breath. Remnant blast. Heron mace. Dark veil. Internal torrent. Finish. Scarlet. Black wing. The shadows of darkness.
Not again. I can't die here.
I'll finish this! I enter the fray! I'll finish this!
Whew. I thought we were done for.
Rise ability to trigger random skill shafts consumption. I stink, man.
Do you think there'll be ruins at this Earth Pulse
I struggle
point
so much
too?
with that.
If you're expecting something like the undersea or underground temples we saw before, you might be setting yourself up for a disappointment.
Have you been there before?
No. But if there's any such kind of grand structure here, it wasn't recorded in the Abbey's archives. Eastgand has long been a frontier, and civilization here was never really developed. Plus, the land to the east is said to be unstable, making it hard to build anything too large there.
Even if a temple had been built there, the shifting earth would likely have swallowed it without a trace. The worship of Innominat may be widespread now, but just a few years ago, Empyrean faith was all but dead.
Right.
Still, if you actually searched for the ruins, I bet you could come up with something incredible. We've seen underwater and underground temples, so why not a temple in the sky?
A temple in the sky?
It's a romantic thought, and the ancients were certainly advanced, but...
Flying temples are a bit far-fetched, eh?
Hey, that's the beauty of magic. Anything could happen. A flying temple, a beautiful woman being sawed in half. The border between dream and reality is as fine as a frog's hair.
Maybe you just spend too much time daydreaming.
Maybe.
Now we've been struggling with these battles for some reason. Struggling.
Our scout ship has returned!
I'll be right back, guys. 1 second. 1 second, we'll be right back. You want to eat?